Hi, my name is Florian. I lead our operational resilience and cybersecurity offer at Wavestone UK. Through engagements with clients on resilience, we noticed that a number of them are wondering what technology can actually help in supporting or automating resilience capabilities to increase efficiency. That is why we designed the Operational Resilience Technology Radar, which brings together over 150 tools under 14 categories. While we designed this radar, we captured the trends of the resilience market, which Florent, James, Roxanne, and Gintare will tell you a bit more about.
Our radar provides a comprehensive overview of the topics to tackle on your operational resilience journey. We have selected both startups and big players, regardless of the location of their operations. We also built a view of the radar filtered on the smaller businesses, and that informs us on which topics are still emerging and which are fairly mature. We found many startups driving innovation in areas such as resilience planning, crisis monitoring, risk management, and the cyber range. On the opposite, technology resilience, incident detection, and emergency notification systems are established sectors with very large companies offering end-to-end solutions. Through the various discussions we've had with our clients, we found that most of them were quite unaware of the many tools that can enable the adoption of their resilience program. Maintaining this kind of information in spreadsheets or SharePoint sites is not a sustainable option. You will need dedicated software in order to automate the process.
So what areas of an operational resilience program do we see firms maybe struggling with and therefore looking to the market for external solutions? Well, recently, obviously, the consultation papers from the likes of the PRA, the FCA, Bank of England have shown the importance of the mapping phase of the work. So what do we mean by this? The mapping phase, well, it looks at capturing the assets, so the premises, the people, the technology involved, and underpinning the processes or process steps that successfully deliver an important business service that we previously identified in the earlier part of the program. And this is important because it really allows firms to see their end-to-end chain of that important business service. So when they come to do their severe but plausible scenario testing, they can understand exactly and pinpoint where their vulnerabilities and key dependencies lie and therefore can invest appropriately. We see firms struggling maybe with the mapping phase in terms of workload. It's extremely resource intensive to capture all the asset information about one process step in an IBS chain, for example. And as an example, it took 2 FTE 3 months just to capture all the assets for one important business service. But think about, for example, if you had an extremely large, complex organization where you may have multiple important business services across multiple business lines. It's going to be a much larger task in that respect. Secondly, also is tooling, and this is where firms probably look wider to the market for maybe external solutions. So by this I mean early on in the program, firms need to think about the maintainability and sustainability of this information that they're capturing. There's so much asset information, and that simply can't be maintained in multiple Excel documents. It's not going to be sustainable long term, and these programs, as set out by the regulator, are going to be running for 2, 3, 4 years, and so that aspect really needs to be thought about. And obviously, hand in hand with that is the MI aspect.
Firstly, by design, building the MI requires alignment between all the different stakeholders in resilience. The operational resilience program, but also the business owners, the risk function, and the teams within the key domains of resilience, like cyber defense, crisis management, IT recovery, business and IT continuity, and third-party management. They all need to work together to standardize and map different data sources, to define some new metrics, and to implement governance around MI. These activities accelerate the creation of operational resilience governance as a whole and working groups for resilience. Secondly, MI helps increase the overall level of resilience of the organization because it shows quickly where gaps are and helps with decision making. It helps at every level, all the way from strategic to operational. For example, at a strategic level, a dashboard that shows the coverage of different threats by core capabilities of resilience enables prioritization of actions and investment on capabilities on the least covered threats. At an operational level, you can create dashboards that alert you when there are some gaps or deviations in key controls for resilience, so you can address them quickly. At Wavestone, we've created a set of dashboards that we believe are crucial to enable the right decisions to be taken, and we tailor them and deploy them for our clients. We expect that the tooling market will evolve in that direction and that we'll see more and more tools that enable data mapping and visualization in the future.
More and more firms see value in carefully designing and running testing programs to validate existing contingency arrangements and develop crisis reflexes. Such programs bring an important cultural change to prepare for ever-evolving threats and to continuously improve the response. Ultimately, they enable to meet the commitments to the business, clients, partners, and regulators. From firm to firm, good operational resilience testing programs vary in nature, scale, and complexity. They should be customized to address different organizational levels, locations, technology, and, when mature enough, involve external parties. Examples of tests include IT disaster recovery planning, cyber range tests, work area recovery, communications cascade, crisis simulations. The latter can be particularly preparation intensive and yet extremely valuable. As our radar demonstrates, there are players in the market that now offer simulations and dynamic presentation tools that can make the planning and execution much easier. Cyber range virtual simulation tools are especially trendy. Check out our radar for much more.